If a PVC pipe in your home suddenly cracks, don't rush to buy a new one just yet. There's actually a simple way to fix it using materials that are easy to find, even from items you usually throw away. One of those items is an old used battery that no longer has any power. Just prepare one or a few of them, then peel off the outer layer made of zinc, because that's the part we're going to use for the repair. Next, you'll find a layer of plastic wrapping inside. Carefully cut it open with a cutter. Inside, you'll see carbon or black powder, and this is the material we're going to use. After collecting a sufficient amount of carbon powder, the next step is to prepare a heat-resistant container, such as one made of metal or stainless steel. Place the powder into the container and heat it over a stove flame at medium temperature. This heating process is carried out to eliminate any remaining harmful chemical substances within the powder, such as electrolytes, acidic compounds, and traces of heavy metal vapors that are commonly found in used batteries. When heated, these substances either evaporate or decompose, leaving the carbon powder cleaner, more stable, and safer to handle or process further. The heating step also helps remove moisture completely, preventing unwanted chemical reactions and reducing potential hazards during subsequent handling. After the heating process is complete and the powder has cooled down, the next step is to filter the black powder using a fine sieve. This step separates coarse particles or any remaining unburned material, leaving only pure and finely textured carbon powder. This filtering process is crucial because the fine particles are the ones we're going to use for the next stage. With a smoother and more consistent texture, the quality of the powder improves and becomes easier to handle in the following process. Next, prepare some baking soda, a common ingredient you can easily find at home. Add it into the container that already has the black powder from the inside of the battery, using twice as much baking soda as the black powder. Mix the two ingredients thoroughly until they become even and well blended. Which country are you watching this video from? Write it down in the comments to let me know. I'm truly happy to see that we can connect with each other from all around the world. Once the two materials are mixed, the blend will turn dark gray and is now ready to use. Before applying the mixture, prepare a piece of used plastic. You can use any type of plastic as long as it's flexible but not too soft. Cut the plastic slightly larger than the hole on the damaged PVC pipe. Attach a small piece of string to the center of the plastic sheet. You can secure it using a bit of glue to make it stronger and prevent it from coming loose. This string will later serve to pull or hold the plastic in place during the repair process. Insert the prepared piece of plastic into the cracked hole of the PVC pipe, then pull the string to make sure the plastic seals tightly in place. Next, apply some glue around the area to bond the plastic to the pipe. Once the plastic is firmly attached, sprinkle the powder mixture we prepared earlier, and add a few drops of super glue to make the mixture adhere tightly and completely seal the crack. Repeat this process in 2 layers to make the repair stronger and more durable. Once the first layer has dried, apply the second layer in the same way to provide extra reinforcement to the cracked area of the pipe. Neaten the repaired area using a cutter or sandpaper to make the surface smooth and tidy. Then, you can paint it to match the color of your existing pipe for a seamless look. Now, the pipe that was once cracked can be used again without having to replace it with a new one. Now I'm going to show you another useful function of a part of the battery that we usually throw away, the solid carbon rod located in the center of the battery. I have an old electric plug that's no longer in use, and this time I'm going to repurpose it as a protective casing. Prepare a wire, then connect one end of the wire to the carbon rod we previously removed from the used battery. Next, insert the carbon rod with the attached wire into the plug housing, then close the cover securely. The function of this plug is to act as a safety protector, so it's safer to use and prevents you from touching the carbon rod directly. I've prepared a power drill battery that still has an electric charge, along with the modified carbon rod. Insert the end of the wire connected to the carbon rod into one of the battery terminals. Next, prepare another wire and connect it to the other terminal. Look, we've just created a mini welding tool that can be used to join small metal pieces or for light home projects. This tool works thanks to the carbon rod, which serves as a high heat conductor capable of melting and fusing metals together. Although it looks simple, this mini welder is quite effective for repairing metal tools, connecting wires, or crafting small metal projects, all without needing an expensive and bulky welding machine. The result is truly impressive. By simply using the carbon rod from an old battery, we've created a mini welding tool that's incredibly useful for joining metal in small-scale projects at home. Carbon rods have excellent heat and electrical conductivity. When electricity flows through them, the tip produces intense heat capable of melting metal surfaces, allowing two pieces of metal to fuse together just like a professional welding machine would. Moreover, this method provides a stronger and more consistent weld because the heat is concentrated at a single point. It's a practical and budget-friendly solution for anyone who wants to perform light welding tasks without needing bulky or expensive equipment. In addition, this black powder can also be used as a strengthening agent when repairing broken items at home. It's very simple to use. Just sprinkle a small amount of the powder over the cracked area, then apply a few drops of super glue on top. The result is a much stronger, denser, and more solid bond, making the repaired item look neat, durable, and almost as good as new. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please hit the subscribe button and join our community, because we still have many more creative and useful ideas to share with you. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, and share it with your friends or family. Who knows, this simple idea might be useful for them in the future. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and see you in the next video.